Librans, this is Star with Ariana Stark. This is your forecast for the month of March 2021. Like always, I will rely on tarot for your overall reading and I'll also use some oracle decks. Librans, please keep in mind that these are all random messages and they may not be in any particular order, so please take whatever resonates with your story. To wrap up this reading, I'll also use some cards from playing cards, that is, cartomancy is something which I am being called upon to do for you. Towards the final days of February, stepping into March for Librans, we have the Knight of Wands. In this period, I think there was much movement. You were in an adventurous mode. Possibly you were somebody who was communicating a great deal, but then communication had also brought in gains for Librans worldwide. Praise had also come your way for the way you carry on with your work or your looks as well. Maybe you were the cynosure of all eyes also in this period. Sometimes you may have also been annoyed or you were getting peeved because there were people who were very disorganized. Largely, I think Librans, you had a very flexible mindset in that. Obstacles to overcome this month or the challenges that are there for Librans, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Certainly, you're being called upon to adjust to the changing circumstances. In fact, you're carrying forward that energy. There'll be times when you may feel that your schedules are going for a toss. Largely in this period, you're also being asked to bide your time and wait for the opportunities. Basically, you have to be patient for the manifestation of your plans. Also, I think Librans, you're being called upon to cooperate with other people. Paperwork is also going to increase, or maybe there'll be technical work that you're dealing with. Some Librans will also want to make improvements on the home front. Maybe you're decluttering your living space as well. Influences for the month, have the Temperance card. There'll be delays, no doubt, but then you're also somebody who will complete what you set out to do. Basically, you're being called upon to be patient. Like I said, Eight of Pentacles also talked about being patient with respect to work. You can take heart from the fact that you'll be able to reach your ends. Sometimes you may also find yourself getting irked or exasperated for nothing. Some Librans will also be disturbed because of your home life. Maybe you could find yourself being accused of being the cause of disagreements. This could make you a bit emotional as well. Whatever the accusations may be, Librans, you're somebody who will always be concerned about everything around you. You want harmony and balance in your relationship on the home front as well. The first 10 days of March, we have the Nine of Wands. This is going to be a challenging period, no doubt. Maybe you may feel a bit frustrated as well because despite giving your best, nothing comes of your plans. Ideally, you should brace yourself for the challenging period. There's a lot of hard work in store for you. Rewards may not come in within the first 10 days, but then you have to keep at it. It would also be prudent if you would not overreact to situations. Maybe you could also get worked up because technical gadgets may be unavailable to you, or you don't have the necessary equipment to carry on with the task. You realize that you have to work very hard and it could be very exasperating. Like maybe you should meditate or you should step aside and focus inwardly to find that inner peace. Interestingly, in the first 10 days, Librans, you may also find that estranged people could want to re-enter your life. Time could also be spent socializing. Things will look up between the next 10 days, that is towards 11th to 20th March. I think you can feel overall contentment in this period. I think surprises are also in store for you. Again, reunions is certainly something which marks the month of March for Librans worldwide. Maybe you should loosen up and smell the roses as well. Interestingly, there could also be somebody who could create animosity in your life. Maybe you think that the person is hell-bent on being critical or he's taking spites on you. That is why you may also have a confrontation or a showdown with this person. There are bound to be disagreements, but you're being called upon to be more calm or you shouldn't overreact. Maybe you should ignore everything because this time will also pass. For professional front, I think you should quote a higher price in case somebody is coming forward for your services, because you will definitely get what you desire. Credit will also come your way for your professional approach. Besides, you're someone who always plans ahead. So this could work into your advantage. In case you are in a leadership position, it would help if you were more accommodating. Maybe you are coming across as someone who is very dominating as a person or as a boss. Towards the final days, that is 21st to 31st March, we have the Page of Cups. In this period, you will be sought after for your words of wisdom, but Librans, I think there will also be those times when you will be withdrawing or you may retreat into a shell. In this month, Librans, you'll also enumerate whatever you've done for your loved ones. Maybe you don't want to blow your own trumpet, but then sometimes it's necessary to remind others about your contributions. Towards the final days, you could also be the caregiver. Maybe somebody around you is unwell. By the way, strange people could also enter your life, and they may also be apologetic for their bad behavior. For some of you, I'm also picking up that there could be boredom with respect to your work environment. Maybe you want to switch to another job because you think that, or another branch within the same field because you think your creative skills are not being put to use. While dealing with clients in these days, you need to be very firm. Besides, I think you are quite likely to get your dues. In these days, you will also be somebody who will have to make adjustments. Maybe the boss wants you to make some changes, and this could leave you a bit hassled as well. Sometimes you may also have to deal with employees who may want to quit, so that means that you are unable to focus. Nonetheless, I think you will confront them. Sometimes, management may also want feedback from clients, and this could stump you because you've always given your best in your job and you don't want these meetings with clients. So that is why you could be a bit tensed about this. Ideally, I think Librans, you know how to come out of tricky situations, so you shouldn't read too much into it. With respect to your love life, we have the card, being apart has been life-changing for me. For those of you who have been in separation or there's been a physical distance, I think both of you have got time enough to ruminate or to reflect on the relationship. Maybe it makes you understand your own feelings towards this person. Nonetheless, I think single Librans, you may be flattered as admirers may want to know you better. Maybe somebody who is very persuasive and will go all out to get to know you better through your family members as well. You will definitely enjoy the attention, but I think you will remain unresponsive. Perhaps you should not string anyone along. Largely, several members of the opposite sex will be showing an interest in you. Maybe you may also not realize that the person is interested in you. Those who are crushing on someone, I think you will continue to cyberstalk your crush. You may also have the urge to call this person up, but then you may stop short. Oftentimes, you may find yourself reflecting on past conversations. Maybe you are living in an imaginary world, but then for you, this is bliss. In case you have feelings for someone and you are interacting with that person, I think this person is going to make it plain that he is more interested in staying single or he fears commitment. Maybe this is why this time apart will make you understand that it's no point pursuing a man who is disinterested or who fears commitment. Romancing Librans can expect your romantic life to be harmonious this month. You will get chances to steal conversations, but sometimes you may feel as though time is at a premium. For some of you, I'm also picking up that you could be connected to each other on the 5D world as well. Your lover is someone who encourages you at work. Perhaps the two of you will solve a question together. That is why you get a chance to be more flirtatious. I think many of you are also dealing with true love in this month because we did have the Two of Cups in your reading. Married Librans, you may find your partner or your spouse assisting you at work. Maybe you're also discussing the problems that you're encountering at work and he is supportive in your hour of need. Maybe he is also somebody who could help you write official mails. In case you're in an unhappy relationship, I think you should avoid picking on each other. Money could also be a factor in your relationship this month. Those of you who are in an extramarital relationship, I think you should understand that, or you should be more practical about the status of your relationship. Maybe your confidant could remind you that you're in a third-party situation, so you may remain the other woman in his life or in your lover's life. From cartomancy, we have the card 7 of Hearts. Some kind of choice is quite likely in this month. I think you will also be gripped by nostalgia. For some of you, I'm also picking up that in case you're in an unhealthy relationship, your person is somebody who is quite overbearing or who always wants to have his way. So this could make the relationship a bit oppressive. So that is why you may also be thinking about the future of this relationship. We also have the card 7 of Clubs. I think while dealing with clients, Librans, you should be more firm and you should first get payment before you proceed with the task at hand. Acquaintances could also recommend you to people or they could throw you in the path of other clients as well. Sudden changes are quite likely this month. Lastly, we have the card School. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. Perhaps Librans, you have a particular hobby or a pastime and you need to enhance your skills. So maybe you could consider or contemplate joining an educational course. Many of you have that gift to be a teacher. Maybe you could train other people around you. Basically, all of us are teachers. In some way or the other, we have to give back to the world. I hope Librans, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. We also have the weekly love reading which is published every week. Have a look at that as well to get greater insight into your love life. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.